album release party on Halftime Chat, and our dear friends Basic Black, one of my early guests back when I started. So it's great to see them here. And I've got some good friends with me here to help celebrate them. I've got Stevie Street, who well-known New Jack fan, but also has his Afrobeat show. I mean, he's really a big promoter of Afrobeats as well, and then also a good friend, Sheldon Taylor. Any one of you who has tuned into R&B podcasts, Sheldon's a proper music R&B historian. So, but yes, we've got, three of the four members of Basic Black. We got Spec, KB, and Sean. Anthony is going to join us shortly and stuff. But guys, welcome. Okay. They've got a microphone, so they're going to speak through their mic. So, welcome. Yes, so I was streaming live, so that's always going to be a good part and stuff. So what we're going to do throughout the evening would be to preview some of the tracks. The album was released yesterday, but do you guys want to just give us a brief overview of the album before we go through track by track?
Yeah, we can do that. The album is, I think the album is, because of the chemistry we have with KB and Spec, original members, bringing that heat that they produce, and me and Anthony on the songwriting and the vocals. The difference is we're bridging the gap between, the people that really don't know about New Jack Swing or Basic Black or the New Jack Swing era, and we're able to bring that to a more younger crowd and still keep that original New Jack flavor at the same time. That's what the album is about: having fun, love. It's about basically getting back to traditional R&B that's missing in mainstream today. And that's what that's basically our focus.
Okay, I mean that's always going to be good, and especially in a day like this where we're not getting we're not necessarily getting new music. So it's great to know that you guys are bringing out some new stuff. What I'm going to try and do is I know I'm going to try and simultaneously try and go through.
Real quick, to speak on what you just said about putting new music out. Because we're musicians, we write, we do everything in-house, so we can't put out new music right now. A lot of groups that, from back in the day to now, you have quartets. We're not really a quartet, so we don't do a lot of live, track shows where you just have the track playing and you got 4 guys or 5 guys or whatever, up there dancing and singing. We play. So our shows are limited because we want to bring the drums, we want to bring the keyboards and the bass. So once again, the difference is we produce our own music. A lot of other artists, they have to go out and hire producers, which is another budget, to produce their songs, to do this and that, but we do everything in-house. Everything you hear, we recorded, we engineered it, we pre-recorded it, we did everything here. We sent it off to get it mixed and mastered, but everything else you hearing is from top to bottom. And if you go back to the early album, we talked about None But a Party, not Special Kind of Food, None But a Party, She's Mine, Don't Make Me Fall in Love. Listen to the bass lines. You hear this album, you hear bass lines moving. So it's the Basic Black then, and it's the Basic Black now. The same people doing the same stuff because we really into bass lines So Sexy. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
We moving. You know what I'm saying? She's mine, but we move with it. You know what I'm saying? So you want to compare? Look at the bass lines. Oh yeah, them dudes produce. That's what they doing.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for the first one, and this is more the autograph, which is the lead single, and I'm going to play it, and then as we play it, just get you guys to sort of give us. I'm going to get ourselves set up here. So when I play it, just get you guys to give us an option, just to give us, just to let us know what you think about it.
Y'all be knowing who that.
Oh, sorry. Here it is.
This is Spider J. Hamilton 00, host of North America's premier radio program, the New Jack Swing Beat Review. And this is the world premiere of the new Basic Black.
New Jack Swings for Life. This is DJ Teddy Jam, and you are listening to the new world premiere of the new Basic Black sound. This is how we do it, baby.
This is Big Love. You listen to the new Basic Black right here on Hot 104.3.
Yo, this is your boy Namdi on Halftime Chat, and you're listening to the new Basic Black.
Internationally known and worldly recognized, New Jack Swing R&B at its best. Not to be confused with the rest. Standing 10 toes in since the beginning and still winning. Was counted out but broke that chain. Got it out the mud with no stain. I'm talking Basic Black, man. Backed by popular demand with unfinished business. Now if you can't stand the heat, then get out the kitchen.
Shoot straight from the stars, around the world and back to the beginning. All this money we make, we can't hardly spend it. Basic Black, Basic Black. Cut the shit, it's a fact. That's the key to the city. All the rest. All the rest. All the rest.
Okay. So, what are you guys going to tell us about this track?
Well, this track right here, man, of course, produced by Spec KB. We wanted to do something a little different than what we normally would do on the track. As you can hear, we got more of a spoken word artist to come in and do. They'll basically talk, to give it a different feel, undertone. We wanted to go with more of you hear the horns, it's kind of bring you in and then you're captivated, by basically what he's saying. And then it kind of Spec. At first, I'm gonna tell you this. I didn't even want us to sing anything. In the beginning, Spec was like, nah, man, I'm telling y'all got to sing something. I'm like, nah, why we got to sing something? It's the intro. And when we heard it, I was, so then when the idea came, he said, okay, let's try it. And then when me and Ant took it and, Ant came up with more of the singing on the intro, I did more of the backgrounds. And when I tell you, yeah, it came out real fly. I we was digging it. So we kept it.
Well, okay. I have to appreciate you gave me an opportunity to give a shout out and feature on it. But anyway, Stevie, Sheldon, what are your thoughts?
Who's going first?
Go ahead, Stevie. Go ahead, Stevie. Go first.
I did check the album out yesterday. My initial thoughts were there's a really good balance of tracks that will appeal to original early 90s New Jack heads, R&B heads. And then there's enough tracks that I think even the younger generation of R&B fans, there's ballads there like Drowning that I thought I've got that now sound.
Okay, Stevie, don't jump too ahead. We're gonna go track by track.
Hey guys, and be honest with your opinions and your thoughts. Definitely be honest with everything. That's what we're here for. That's what we do in the review.
But yeah, I just thought
the first track.
Good cross section of tracks anyway.
Yeah.
For me, it was clever because it was like a perfect setup. It's like a reintroduction to Basic Black. So when you have it's like the radio knob, the changing the station, and the station is there, and it's like Basic Black is on every channel, and which is really dope because it's like somebody listening to that. It's like if we know Basic Black from the past, it's reintroduction for us. And then for people who've never heard of Basic Black, it serves as an introduction to who you guys are. And of course, you hear that bass line you're talking about that were in some of the songs, because a lot of songs now, everything is synthesized, not a lot of bass. So you kind of, and it was great because those familiar rhythms again, reintroduction and introduction. So people kind of know what they're actually going to go ahead and get. So it's not like when you get somebody that comes out, they've been going for a while and they put out a record and it's not them. The identity is gone. So it's kind of a great setup for the rest of the album.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Real quick, to give you insights, since this is an album review, we're going to give you insights on pretty much on all the songs. The way the changing the station came about, Adele was coming out with her first song. I saw this clip. She was in a car, and it was changing the station, and it got to Adele's song, and it was like a real quick clip. I was like, oh, that's just dope. We need to do that for our album. So we reached out to Nnamdi. He was like, oh yeah, I got it. Yes, I'll do it, no problem. This is Nnamdi. I'm sure but it worked out. And then the track itself, Kelvin came, he was like, yo, we need something. To us, it sounded like Power, something in that genre of the Stars movie Power, that and Rick Ross, Maybach music, kind of on that vibe with the horns and the bass lines. So Kelvin was like, man, we need something that's going to grab everybody's attention, kind of what's now, but still live instruments. So that's why we got the horns and everything into it. So Kelvin came up with the idea for that, and that's how the radio thing came about as well. And we did, like, once again, we did everything here.
Okay, so we're going to go to the next track.
Sip.
Sip, drink, shot, throw 'em back. Sip, drink, shot, throw 'em back. 10 girls getting freaky in my living room. It's getting wild and they pulling out their camera phones. Sip, sip, drink, shot, throw 'em back. Sip, sip, drink, shot, throw 'em back. Cut, honey, cut, check, cut, fireball. They're snapping pictures on their iPhone. Bottles all over my house, they toasting up. More girls is on the way, they pulling up. She can't drink no more, she's throwing up. Watermelon syrup, we're pouring up. Can somebody please come and save me? Cause one of these girls might have my baby. And I blame it on the alcohol, blame it on all 10 of y'all. Now I'm waking up between all of y'all. Sip, drink, shot, throw 'em back. Sip, drink, shot, throw 'em back. 10 girls getting freaky in my living room. It's getting wild and they pulling out their camera phones. Sip, sip, drink, shot, throw 'em back. Sip, sip, drink, shot, throw 'em back. Got honey, got check, got fireball. They're snapping pictures on their iPhone.
It's a party. You look good, you got a body. The way you twerking, don't you hurt nobody. Don't hurt nobody. Bartender, can I get another shot of Bacardi? Thanks.
Now everything is spinning. I'm falling, spilling liquor in his kitchen. It's getting crazy, police trying to shut us down. And from the back I heard, pour me up another round. Oh yeah, drink, shot, throw 'em back. Drink, shot, throw 'em back. 10 girls getting freaky in my living room. It's getting wild and they pulling out their camera phones. Sip, drink, shot, throw 'em back. Sip, drink, shot, throw 'em back. Cut, honey, cut, check, cut, fireball. They're snapping pictures on their iPhone.
Zanny, Perkies, Becky with the Molly don't hurt me. I got her on drugs, she lurking. I see a bad bitch, I'm flirting. She all in a bad Birkin. She all in my dick twerking. She put it on me, mercy. Drinking my kids thirsty.
Sip, drink, shot, throw 'em back. Sip, drink, shot, throw 'em back. 10 girls getting freaky in my living room. It's getting wild and they pulling out their camera phones. Sip, drink, shot, throw 'em back. Sip, drink, shot, throw 'em back. Got honey, got check, got fireball. They're snapping pictures on their iPhone.
Look here, nephew. Listen to me. I ain't never went to bed with no ugly woman.
but I done damn sure woke up with a few. And I see a few here, I'm about to go holler at, excuse me there. Hey girl, what's your name?
Okay. I actually,
oh man,
guys, it was when I was listening to it, I realized you guys are from the South. And I think that, you know, because Dezo was from New York, so you kind of forget that the most, you know, all of you guys were from, you know, Georgia. And so I could then sort of relate to the track. But Stevie, I'll start with you. What were your thoughts about the track, Slip Clean?
I suppose it kind of reminds me of the crunk era from the early to mid 2000s. It's got that vibe about it. If I was sat in a lounge in a bar in Atlanta or Dallas, it'd make a whole lot of sense. But sat here in the north of England, listening to some girls in the living room, it's hard to relate, I'll be honest, but it's a bit of fun. Let's have a bit of fun, you know, why not?
Sheldon.
I like the fact that they started off with the chorus first, you know, instead of just going into the song and then you got the hook in the middle. You started her off, you grab people, because it's kind of in the vein of the way music is out there now. You got to really grab them. You got to hit them with the chorus, hit them with the hook first. And then, you know, storyline is vivid. It's very visual. And it will play off in the music video very well.
Okay. So guys, what was the idea behind this one?
The idea behind this one, I really don't know how I came up with it. Be honestly, I think Spec sent me the track and like, what we doing with it? I was like, I don't know. I said, let me take it home, get me something to sip on, and I'll work on it. And I think that's pretty much how it happened. I think I went and got some. I think I got some. I think I got Jack Daniels, blood orange margarita mix, some ice, and a little bit of I'm putting y'all up on game right now, and a little bit of lemonade juice, and I mixed that together with some ice, and I was sipping, and I was like, yeah, sip, drink, shot, throwing back. I got a little tipsy, and that's how I came up with it. I was like, we need a party anthem, we need a party song. Like, people have gotten away from just having fun in music, so I think this, I think that was, you know, something I think I want. I ran it by Spec, and KB loved it. Ant was like, okay, cool. Ant was like, oh no, I ain't touching this one. I put this one off, man. So yeah.
Yeah, and as I said, I went to college in Alabama, so this kind of brought me back down to reminded me back of those days. Okay.
Roll Tide, I guess Roll Tide, you know, but you know, Georgia got them 2 championships back to back. That's fine.
Yeah, no, I was an Auburn fan actually at the time because.
Okay. Wait, I ain't gonna hold you there.
I was an Auburn fan at the time. Okay. So
Crimson Tide. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're. Okay. So here's this.
So is that the lead single? Is that the lead single?
No, this is the lead single that's coming on next, track 3.
Okay.
Single, yeah.
Okay.
Baby, it's a new Jack. Y'all be knowing who that.
Across the room, I knew I want you. Ooh, looking how you looking. Come dance with me, let's make a scene. Girl, I give you what you need.
I love the way that you smile. Ooh. The way you dress in your style. Ooh. Baby, can you stay for a while?
Girl, you drive me wild.
I love the way that you smile. The way you dress in your style. Baby, can you stay for a while? Girl, you got me wild.
So sexy, you really turn me on. Blow my mind every time I see your face. Girl, you look so sexy, you really turn me on. Blow my mind every time I see your face.
I see you looking good all done. Friends say you a sexy motherfucker. Like Megan is a hot girl.
summer. Call me a hot boy, cause I'm the #1 stunner. I've been around the world and I done found my baby. I don't know and I don't know how, but girl, you're turning me on. I love the way that you smile, the way you dress in your style. Baby, can you stay for a while? Girl, you drive me wild. I love the way that you smile, the way you dress in your style. Baby, can you stay for a while? Girl, you're driving me wild.
I stay ready with the 1-2 checker. Girl, you're looking sexy as hell, but no pressure. I see that you're freaky as well. I won't touch you. My main plan is to catch you. It was all a dream. Like a vision in a magazine. Baby girl, she was down for I had the cream. Before the money and the flashy things. Baby, been down with the team.
Some New Jack, y'all be knowing who that.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Stevie, what's your thoughts?
I was hoping for a New Jack Swing cut on the album. I think the original fans were. We got it. This one delivered.
Thank you.
What's there? I love the rap from Idris, from Arb. Great to hear him on it. And all them lyrics that we can relate to. Great track, love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was definitely a throwback. The rap and the and I like the you might be mistaken that Teddy was doing the vocoder kind of thing.
We about to go back here. We about to talk about this.
Yeah, so
yeah, throw it to us. But so give us your other reviews. So go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Sheldon.
Yeah,
go ahead, Sheldon.
Yeah, a lot of energy, in my opinion. After Autograph, that should have been the next joint after that from a sequencing perspective, because it would have tied in. It would have tied in as the reintroduction, the setup, and then that energy. But I'm gonna tell you, listen to that joint. It's a banger. You don't hear the records like that anymore. Obviously, the rhythm and the bass. And I like how what y'all did was y'all kind of like interpolated the lyrical melodies from older songs and just dropped them into the song. That was really dope. The Jodeci Come and Talk to Me, the Lisa Stansfield joint. So it was like it was like ear candy. It was like ear candy. So we kind of put us back in that New Jack mood. Dope bass line, the rhythm. I like how you kind of replay. Normally would have been those samples, but y'all kind of replayed them, slid them in there. That was really dope.
Appreciate it. Like I said, the song came about. We wanted to do a New Jack song, not just no shade to Bruno Mars, but he did he did some New Jack. It was cool. It was dope. But we went back and did actually. It sounds like the '90s because we learned from the architect. We have to give props to Teddy Riley. We were the backup band for today, which Teddy picked. Myself and Kelvin and Mucho at the time to actually go up to New York, and we were the backup band. So we up there, Teddy in the studio. He's like, "Yo, man, y'all come to the studio." So we sitting in the studio while Teddy working on music. So of course we're gonna absorb. We would be stupid not to absorb. This man was putting out all this great music. We learned, and we kept that toolage. We kept all that with us. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you hear that bass line moving. Once again, you got the She's My Number the Party, so you know who produced back then, who's doing the production now. The same cats who did it back then, we doing it now. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like when I
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. So when there's a record that Teddy produced. Go ahead. I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you. Yeah, it's a little delay, but you go ahead. I'm gonna wait.
There's a record that Teddy produced, I think right around like 93, 94, Father MC. It's a record called 69. And it was really funky. He had a lot of rhythms, Kool and the Gang samples, and some other joints there. But when I hear it, it brings to mind how a lot of those New Jack Swing records they had a lean sound, and it was very, very funk, very streamlined. So when I hear it, you hear the thick rhythms, and it's just really, really dope. And it's just like, you don't hear records like that anymore. Everything is just like, I want to say soft. It's a soft sound. Right. It's just one sound. It's not a lot of rhythms that's jumping in, that's catching your ear.
Right.
So very dope record.
Hear,
and again, the lyrical.
I'm going over there. I'm going there with it too. But when you hear, when the music part of it, you hear
go ahead.
You hear the keyboards and everything moving around. You know they're not samples because you hear how they're playing. You hear the bass line moving. It's not a sample. You hear how it's playing. And going back to the vocals, when they came up, when Sean and Ant came up with like Megan said, it's a hot girl summer. Y'all didn't know that. Hey, we already knew that Megan, was doing the Baby Can We Talk joint, but we'll get to that later. But so that's why we threw the Megan joint in there, because we already did the Baby Can We Talk thing with Megan Thee Stallion on her Traumazine album that's out now. So that we just threw a subliminal in there, but people really didn't catch it because it was a New Jack song. It was, and you caught the Jodeci joint in there. So throughout this whole album, you'll hear throwbacks to other artists. We're giving homage this whole album to other artists, but this album is actually for the ladies. And at the end of it, I'm gonna run down all the titles, and I'm gonna show you how it ties in, because a lot of people don't realize how all the titles ties in. All right. Okay.
Them jeans.
Walk past, let me see some. You looking good, let me see some. Them jeans though, them jeans though, them jeans though, yeah. Walk past, let me see some. You looking good, let me see some. Them jeans though, them jeans though, them jeans though, yeah. 4 in the morning can't get you off my mind. Visions of you from behind. Hourglass shape so fine, so fine, yeah. Them jean heels and your lipstick, complimenting your outfit. Your fashion over jeans so sick, it's so sick, yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, tell me how you getting them jeans. When you move, doing something to me. I'm in love with your curves, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Them jeans, baby, tell me how you getting them jeans. When you move, doing something to me. I'm in love with your curves, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Them jeans, walk past, let me see some. You looking good, let me see some. Them jeans though, them jeans though, them jeans though, yeah. Walk past, let me see some. You looking good, let me see some. Them jeans though, them jeans though, them jeans though, yeah. Let the rains if you ex Tony, but I'm about to go and throw a couple hundred on it. Backpack on me with a couple racks on me. Back it up on me, let me smack on it. Them jeans though, girl you so fine and you look so mean, yeah. Them jeans though, girl you so fine and you look so mean, yeah. Baby tell me how you getting them jeans. When you move, doing something to me. I'm in love with your curves, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Them jeans, baby tell me how you getting them jeans. When you move, doing something to me. I'm in love with your curves, ooh-wee, ooh-wee.
Them jeans, looking painted on you. I see the way them curves handling all that fashion over. I be your Casanova, ass fat like Amberosa. And once you picture, knock it out the park, Sammy Sosa. So come a little closer, I'm just trying to get to know you. You looking cute in your thigh-high Chanel boots. And that bow-legged stance had me like, ah, dang. Hey, that's a compliment. I really dig your confidence, and I know what to do in them
jeans. Baby, tell me how you getting them jeans. When you move, doing something to me. I'm in love with your curves, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Them jeans, baby, tell me how you getting them jeans. When you move, doing something to me. I'm in love with your curves, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Them jeans.
Okay, so Stevie, what was the deal?
I guess it flows well. The production flows well with the chorus. It's not my favorite track, I'll be honest. If I say I was 21, maybe I'd appreciate the lyrics a bit more. You know, it might grow on me, I'll be honest. That's my initial thoughts about the track.
Okay. Sheldon.
The thing that stood out for me, obviously, when I saw the title, the first thing that came to mind was Genuine's record. But it's dope how they took a song with a similar title and just like turned it into a whole new concept. And the thing that stuck out for me was to hear the rhythm guitar, because I haven't heard a rhythm guitar at the cover record since those early 2000 Usher records, you know? So when you hear that, it kind of just locks you into that. But it's like when you got the bass, you got the drums, you got the guitar and the lyrics, and what happens is it's all there. Because sometimes when cats make songs like this, the lyrics may like wander off, and they don't necessarily coincide or mesh. But when you look at the whole entire track, the lyrics and the concept, everything works well. But the thing I love the most is that rhythm guitar kind of just held everything together. You know, but once again, like they said, is that now they can go out on the road and they can actually play these records. They don't have to rely on tracks. So that's really dope.
Yeah, I mean, I love the production, but like Stevie, it's strange. It comes right after So Sexy, which is such a big smash, and so it's almost like, okay, so I think Sheldon was right when if it was really at the beginning, we could have just had the big stuff, and then we're ready to smooth it down. Maybe if it was just before the slow tracks, it might have made a better transition. But anyway,
and I don't want to feel like Simon Cowley
No, because we love the album, and as I said, there's so many. I mean, there are tracks that's. I mean, when we get to some of the ones I Together Forever, Touch My Body, You Don't Know. I mean, these I've listed. Those are my favorites. So not to worry about that. But guys, what's the deal? Oh, hey, I need to welcome Anthony. It came a little late, but yeah, welcome Anthony.
What's up? Like Sean said, my helicopter came a little late. My driver couldn't get me here quick enough. So,
Yeah. Were you just coming from the set of our Real Wives or R&B Divas, or which one?
No, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. No, he's actually producing those.
Oh, he's actually you told him. Oh yeah. So, okay. So this is just a little side plug. I produce SWV and Escape got a TV show that's about to come out tomorrow. Actually, it premieres tomorrow. The SWV and Escape Queens of R&B on Bravo Network. So check that out when y'all get a chance. I'm actually flying tomorrow into town because Coco is having a premiere event tomorrow, so I'll be there. But yeah, make sure y'all tune in.
Okay, yeah. I mean, as I said, go ahead, Anthony.
All that.
Yeah, no, we're big fans. Both Coco and Lily are friends of the show. But guys, to talk about them jeans.
All right, them jeans. Them jeans was originally supposed to be called Dem Jeans, DEM, like denim jeans.
Okay,
but just a nice play. But them jeans was because if you be honest. There's nothing like a curvish woman in some jeans when it like painted on and she got the heels on, the hair flowing, she walking, man, it would put you in a trance. So that's what we're trying to, because you think about this song, like you said, this album's for the ladies. So when the ladies are getting dressed and they're in the mirror and they're putting on those jeans and they looking back at it one time, boom. That hush, hush, and talking about me from my accent. That's cool. We can do that. ATL all day, baby. Southside, Southwest Atlanta, Swats, baby, Swats. But yeah, that's what this is about. I'm gonna let Spec get a little bit more on.
For the track, the music part of it, we listened to a lot of rap stuff was coming out, and they had guitars in it. They were kind of going more of a poppy vibe with the guitars, with the trap beats. So that's why you hear the kind of acoustic, I want to say country guitars, but kind of a pop guitarish. But then you hear the trap hi-hats like sizzling going through, and and the bass line dropping real hard. And then with Sean and Ant talking about them jeans. And then TikTok too. We was looking at TikTok and girls trying on clothes, Fashion Over and all this stuff. We was like, yo, we need to do a song like about clothes or something. And that's how the whole thing came about. Yeah, that's how it came about.
Okay, so I got we're going to welcome our brother Woody Rock. He's just joined us today.
What up, Woody?
What's up, family, man? Much respect to y'all brothers, man.
Hey.
I remember back in the day when Baltimore, I don't know if y'all ever been to Baltimore, but I remember VTV, B103 used to play y'all stuff all the time, man, on the video show every Saturday. So it's surreal to be looking at y'all right here in front of me on the screen, man. Much respect and much love to y'all,
It's the same
brothers.
feeling, bro.
Yes,
follow
sir.
Drew Hill, follow the gospel, follow everything that the whole group's been doing. You know what I'm saying?
My brother.
I really appreciate you vibing in and wanting to come in, and everybody who's in here. Thank y'all just for coming in. We really appreciate it. The first album was back in 1990, bro. It's 2023, and we still putting out music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, still sounds good. Still sounds
it is
great.
what it is, baby. Appreciate y'all, man.
But we also want to give a shout out to Sprague. He's in here showing his love as well.
Oh, Sprague again?
He is. Sprague Doogie.
Sprague Doogie. Hey, when we first went to New York, the Bag of Band for today, Sprague was right there with us from day one.
Yeah.
Sprague is so much family, bro. And the producer, he did the Usher and all the other stuff, and the MJ, Michael Jackson. Oh yeah, he on a totally different level.
Yeah, and we've got DJ Soulchild from out here in Europe, so he's it's good to get these guys on board, showing their love and support.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, Stevie, what are your thoughts?
Initially, I was surprised. I thought, why a Basic Black sampling or using Alexander O'Neal? because I have heard this several times over the years in a lot of different R&B tracks, but it's like comfort food. If you've grown up with R&B, you can go straight to this track. It does work, you know. I do like the song. Like I say, it's comfort food. It's quite a comforting track, and yeah, it works. That's what I'll say about it.
Yeah. Sheldon, what were your thoughts?
You know, first of all, I think it's really, really clever, really smart to put the ballads in the middle of the record, you know, because what happens is it just kind of like changes the mood and the joint sneaks up on you. And I love the Alexander O'Neal, if you were here tonight, sample, and then they hear the harmonies. Because, you know, you don't hear a lot of groups anymore. So it's just one person, it's just a solo group, solo act. So it felt really, really good to hear the harmony in the background vocals. I mean, because you just don't hear it anymore. It's a fly record, man. That's one of those joints you can ride, window down, late at night. You coming from the club or you coming from wherever, you just got that on there. That's a fly record, man. That's a fly record.
Woody, did you get to catch all of it? What was your thoughts?
It's just smooth, man. It's like they picked up where they left off, like what they say back, like they never left.
Thank you.
Same great sound, man, that we've been missing for so long, man. And here it is.
Appreciate it.
Yes,
I can speak on the track of it, the music, for myself and Kelvin. We we paying homage. Like I said, this whole album is paying homage to, you know, old school music, old school producers and everybody. So with the Alexander O'Neal, we dropped the beginning of it, and then you hear the bass line comes in again. You hear the synth. You're gonna hear that. You hear we playing, you know, keys on top. You still hear the sample, but the drums and all that stuff, we try to make it a little bit younger with the hi-hats again, to try to bring in the crowd, the younger crowd, but we still got the old school vibe going. I'm gonna pass it to Ant and Sean because the harmonies straight, we was like, we need something like New Edition would do. When you hear them harmonies, it sounds like New Edition. And shout out Legacy Tour coming up. But Sean and Ant, y'all talk about the vocals.
So as far as the vocals, I know with me, I like to play around vocally. I like to do, you know, step out of my box. I don't like to play it safe. I'm learning not to. Because vocally, that's the goal. That's the, you know, I like a challenge. So, you know, with me, all I know is that night that we was doing this song, I was in there and I like to just vibe. Like I needed to have a connection with the song. So when Spec played the song, I was just like, okay. And then I immediately knew how I wanted to place my verse vocally. And then even like with, you know, Sean doing his verse, like just how we just all like intertwined. To me, it's an experience. Like I like to just, you know, not just add harmonies and layers, but I love for it to just be cohesive.
Okay, first, I would like to go with the writing part of it. When it came to me and Spec kind of collaborated on the writing, and he was like, so what we going, like there was a song, it was a part in Alexander O'Neal's song when he was talking about sunshine. So
it was a hearsay album. It was a hearsay. That's what I thought. I
played on that part, but like I said, we wanted to cater to the women on this album. So I wanted to, we've gotten away in music about telling women how we feel. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to, you know, captivate that. So in that being said, that's how I came up with the lyrics in that. And Ant's harmonies is second to none. When it come to layering, and I knew exactly what he was gonna be. And I said, bro, you got to do it like that. And when he did it, it was like, it was crazy. It was crazy. And then I came up on the bottom end, and man, just we the chemistry we all have, man. When KB approves it, because we can do a song, and before y'all even hear it, the song done been changed about 4 times. And KB be like, no, that ain't it, man. You remember when what's the rapper? He was rapping on Charlemagne a Breakfast Club, and and he like, nah, that ain't it, yo. No, but that's KB. That's how KB will do you. Nah, that ain't it, yo. And he'll change the whole song. And then, man, next thing you know, it's coming out right. So just know a lot of work went into that. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I'm gonna play the next track here. Touch My Body.
Real quick, that record captures the mood because that record.
Okay,
go ahead.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
1 second. I'll stop it. Sorry, Sheldon, what were you saying?
No, I was just saying that record, it captures the mood of the Alexander's Sunshine joint from Hearsay, because you can hear the vibe, even though the underneath you hear, if you were here tonight, but when you hear like the songwriting and the energy, it's almost like it picks up where Alexander O'Neal's Sunshine left off. It's dope, man.
Appreciate it. Baby, hey, you gotta start that up, Nami. You gotta start that over. Hold on. Start that over. You can't do that. You can't.
Baby, I'ma give you all that you need more. Come with me, lady. There's a meeting in my bedroom. Don't be late. It's been a minute since I've been downtown. I love it when you make that sound. Yeah. For some reason I can't hear. Oh, your thighs are over my ears. Yeah.
Don't you stop it, babe. Get excited when the wind blows on my kitty cat. Boy, you doing that?
I've been feeling some type of way already.
When you get up close,
just ready
hit
for
it
that,
good,
that
baby,
moment.
take control.
Sensitivity.
Savage Fenty, coated by candy. I just wanna see you in it. Oh, you need a minute. Yeah. Get down on your knees. Stick it out. Make it sloppy. No hands, just watch me. Yeah. I see you. Looking at me. You want it. No more cheese. Lay back, feel it. Got you open, clenching. Body on ape shit. Helpless.
Touch my body, so melodic. Don't you stop it, babe. Get excited when the wind blows on my kitty cat. Boy, you doing that? I throw it back when you get up close. Hit it good, baby, take control.
Touch my body.
Okay.
Touch my body.
Okay. Who was the female singer on that?
Young lady named Brennan. A friend of mine, her name is Lynn Martin. Back when times were a little crazy and we were men, we had to work. I had to work a regular job at one point, and she was a co-worker. Her name was Lynn Martin. Her cousin, she was Brennan. She's all my cousin sing. I'm like, okay, cool. Tell her to come through.
My cousin
she came
sing.
through. Look, she came through the first night, and Sean wrote the lyrics. She sung it, and we was like, appreciate you, and that was it.
Wow.
But she's coming out with some stuff that we're doing. So
okay,
that's a whole nother project.
Stevie.
Yeah, I love this. Some real like late night slow jam business. Good track, guys. Solid, you know, real deep down R&B lovers kind of track that. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I like how my man said. He said, I can't hit because I got your thighs on my ears. That was very cinematic. I love how you had the female vocal in there because it kind of like just took it to the next level. Because at first you're hearing it and then you would think, okay, the male vocal, whoever's singing lead, they're gonna take it all the way through.
Right.
But then it's like that female voice is dropped in. And of course, I got to make a reference, when I go back to some Teddy Riley records that he produced with the Blackstreet record, Tonight's the Night.
Right.
All of a sudden, you hear Tammy Lucas's vocals. They just dropped in. They just flowed in. And then there's another record that Teddy did. It was a remix.
You get A+. You.
I'm sorry.
You was in the studio. Were you in the studio? Because that's
yeah, I was there, man.
We from that Teddy Tutelage, so we from the architect. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And I hear the background vocals. It just takes me back to that time, very familiar. And then there was a record that he did that had another. He did a couple of them like that, where he had the female vocal that was dropped in. He had a record called Drama, and it had Eric Williams singing. It was like he was doing that Jaheim style, before Jaheim was coming out. It had the female vocal just dropped in there. It just kind of came from the left, and it just really gave that record like a cinematic presence. So it's sexy, but it's cinematic at the same time. Yes. Great record.
Yeah, Woody, what are your thoughts?
Man, I just want to know when this album comes out, because my next hot date, that got to be playing in the background, man. That's going
it's out right now. You can go get it, or send us your email. We'll send a direct to you.
My guys.
Yes, brothers, all of y'all right now, we'll send it to you. Just drop us your email. We'll send the whole album to you. Everything. Don't even worry about it.
Thank you.
What'd you say?
I said we need that. That's like a tool
it's
for
like
the
stems
bedroom,
and
man.
everything. You want to do a remix? We'll send you the stems. That's what we're doing.
Actually, you should get him to do his April Shower sort of vibe on that track. Yeah. So yeah.
Hey, let's work. Hey, we working here. Yes, sir. Real quick, Namdi, you was talking about being from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Everybody from Atlanta know the intro of the song. That's Waka Flocka, Hard in the Paint. If you never heard of that song, go listen to it. And then when we flipped it, it's like, because we did like a little test with a few people around here. And when that song came out, they was like, oh shit, hard in the motherfucking paint. But when it dropped to the vocals and it just slowed down, they was like goosebumps. I mean, so we're from the South, so that's where that feel came from. And Ant want to speak about the vocals.
I mean, Touch My Body, like, yeah, we was all there. We was there with it. We listen. One thing about us, we do not hold back. What we feeling is what we gonna manifest onto that track. So, I mean, just speaking for me, I know for my verse, I was already grooving. For real, it made me have a setup after the session. Like I was ready to get done, so that I can do what I'm saying. I'm singing, I'm doing. So, but the vocals, like, we just wanted to paint that picture. Like we storytellers, so like, we want to make sure that everything is precise, everything is clear. You're not left with no questions. You already know exactly what you're getting. We want you to be tingling. Like, I mean, the female, we want them tingling on the inside and let them work on the outside, and then what the change is going to be. Yeah, when it just all just.
Wow. When this track started, actually, I called Spec. Well, actually, I talked to Sean too, and I said, y'all making fly records, no doubt about it. I said, but we need something a little bit more. I said, we gotta get a little sexual with it. And I said, we gotta break it down. And I said, we gotta break it down. I said, it's time for us to get a little bit. We gotta get a little more street behind the bedroom doors. You know what I'm saying? So I called Spec. I said, let's go there. You know what I'm saying? And they all said, and I said, we need to make it happen. So the vibe was there. I told him what kind of vibe to put down, and Sean and Ant on the music. That is. Now I'm glad this wasn't disclosed until I got here. Hold on. Don't start the track.
No. Yeah, go ahead.
We came in the studio. We honestly didn't have anything written except the hook. Ant said, I'm a freestyle. So what y'all heard was a freestyle on both beginning. Ant's whole verse technically was freestyle until the end of it. I started out freestyling until like the middle of my verse, and Spec and Ant started debating and they got drunk. It was like 4 a.m. I said, you know what? I'm going home and write the rest of mine. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. It was very innovative. It was nice.
I mean, there are a number of guys because are hitting up saying, hey, if there's a need for a remix, so they should get in touch with you guys.
Anybody want to remix it? Go ahead, hit us up.
Yeah, so hit them up
to the
and
IG
stuff.
at therealbasicblack.com. DM us. We're always on there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're going to track 7, Drowning.
Yeah. Rivers and lakes, I'm about to take a dip in your ocean, baby. Just pray that I be okay. Yeah. No life jacket, no harness on. I'm going under, leave me alone. No saving me, I'm almost gone. Yeah. Disoni Aquafina, girl, you wet. Your tsunami's coming, baby girl, I'm ready. Take a deep breath, dive in, now move and steady. You're so wet, I can taste it. Stop running, baby, take it. Tell the lifeguard I'm okay. I can swim up in it all day. Let me drown in your love, baby. Drown in your love, baby. Over and over, over and over. Baby, let me drown in your love. Yeah, let's turn the lights off and get freaky. Your ocean floor is beneath me. My Titanic is sinking. Yeah. Your body's got me going crazy. Something about you that is so amazing. Can't put my finger on it, got me thinking. Yeah. We're all alone, we're just in this room. It's you and me. Erotic grooves and tropical heavy streams. Spin you around, flipping you upside down. With a rap, baby, I can't stop. Girl, you better make me climax. Yeah. Tell the lifeguard I'm okay. I can swim up in it all day. Let me drown in your love, baby. Drown in your love, baby. Over and over, over and over. Baby, let me drown in your love. Tell the lifeguard it's okay. I can swim in it all day. Drown in your love, baby. Drown in your love, baby. Over and over, over and over.
Okay. Yeah, Stevie.
I play a lot on my R&B Fresh show, Shameless Plug on Global Soul Radio. I play a lot of UK R&B from a generation of, say, of an age of, say, 18 to 28, who make that more darker R&B sound. I think this track would appeal to that generation. It's got that kind of LMA kind of vibe to it. It fits right in with what's happening right now. So when I heard this, I was like, yeah, this is something I can play. You
can swim up. It made you want to swim up in it all day. Yeah. I feel you.
Woody.
Man, certain songs are just, in my opinion, like a masterpiece where everything is right about it. And like from the track to the lyricism to the background harmonies to like everything about that song is like, I can't find like one flaw. So like all the way through, like that joint would definitely stay on repeat, man. Like I said, for the hot dates, like back in the day, and not to keep bringing them up, but I mean, from what I understand, all y'all in a good place, but it's like 112's first album and Blackstreet's first album was like my go-tos whenever I had a hot date. Even though I had to stop Blackstreet's because at the end of it, he had that gospel song on there, and I felt bad about myself. But like outside of that,
don't feel
like
bad.
Album,
don't feel bad. It all comes together. Listen,
right.
Everything comes together.
It's creation, but it's like this. This album I can tell right now would be right in that vein for right now. Like I needed a new hot date album, so it's like I could just put this on from start to finish and rock out. So thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Sheldon.
That's funny. I could just picture Woody, you know, he about to grab homegirl, and all of a sudden the Lord is real comes on.
Jump up and run across the room. Like, hold up.
But wait a minute. So and then what Stevie said is right on point, because it's right in line with those records that we hear from LMA in the weekend. It's got that sound. I was dark sound. It's like real. It has like that vibe. But the thing that struck out for me is the lyrical metaphors. I use the metaphors all the way straight through the record, which is dope. Because sometimes people will go ahead and do a metaphor lyrically, and then they'll just venture off into something else. But y'all kept the metaphors tight in every verse, which was really dope. Great record.
Appreciate that. I would say with this song, it's so funny though, because when we first got presented with the track from Spec, this was actually the first sexual song on the album that we did. KB and his antics, he wanted us to, you know, go there. So I was like, all right, cool. But we was trying to figure out exactly what type of wordplay we was going to create on this track. Now, Sean, with his antics, Sean, let me tell you about Sean. Sean like to tell folk tales. Sean like to paint these pictures and try to, I don't know, we in elementary school sometimes. I don't know what we doing, but Sean have a tendency of starting off making it so like fascinating, like a whole production. He first was trying to give the analogy of whales, and he wanted us to sing about whales. And I said, I'm not singing that shit. You can sing it in your verse, but for me, I'm not doing it. So, you know, we just did a lot of like wordplay on drowning. He got the harness. I said, all right, well, my Titanic, what's up? So like everything just all, you know, it was just a lot of wordplay, and we had fun with this one. Sean, what you gotta say, Sean?
I gotta say, let me defend myself first. The whale and the ocean was very dope. They ain't like it because they're like whales. I said, all right, cool, we'll take it out. We'll switch it up. I switched it up. But it did come out pretty good, man. You know, what I wanted to do was actually talk about it without talking about it. So when I wrote it, you know, the rivers and lakes, I want to take a dip in your ocean, baby. Just pray that I be okay. You know, no life jacket, no harness on, because I want to drown in it. No life jacket, no harness on. You know, baby, leave me alone. No saving me. I'm almost gone. You know, Desani, Aquafina, girl, you out there. Oh, you know, your tsunami is coming, baby. I'm ready. You know, so I was ready for it. You know, you want to drown in it. So that was the whole concept of the song. But we wanted to use metaphors to, you know, kind of say without saying it, you know, because you want radio play at the end of the day. So that's kind of sort of the concept. So, Spec, you got anything you want to add? No. Okay, we're good.
Okay. Back in the day.
When you want that real 90s basic black.
To thinking about it, shit was so crazy. Drop top down on the Crown Vic blazing. No diggity. Just all those crazy little things we used to do. Second time around, in these groovy got found. The candlelight in you. You make me wonder, this is what you do, girl. This is what you do. I remember we used to kick it. And all my friends.
these feelings for your love, baby. It's all I need tonight. Oh, so don't say no, don't say maybe. Groove it, baby. I remember when we used to kick it.
Go back to live in the party. Remember Salt and Pepper, Missy Roxanne, Little Cam, and Foxy. All the ladies, they queen fly. MC like that is a rock, never stopping. DJ speakers, rocking all the MC out on the block. Put your hands up, up to the top. New Jack Swing and hip hop had it locked. You can't lose this clever talking, basic black. Pay your homage, R.I.P. Uncle Dezo, but you got the fruit rocking.
Back in the days, early 90s, ain't nothing but a party. Around the way Friday night,
I like. Yeah, you know.
Oh yeah. Look, we listen to that. I'm like, this is our first time hearing it too. Yeah, I mean, so we have. Oh shit, you hear that?
Yeah. You know, she actually reminded me of the Brat, and I know there's a story behind it. So I know you're going to talk about it. So
yes,
I just remember that she reminded me of the Brat, and I loved it. Stevie, what were your thoughts?
I don't want to sound too greedy, but I was hoping, apart from So Sexy, there was going to be one or two other New Jack flavored tracks on there. When I looked at the initial track list, I looked at back in the day, and I thought, I've got a feeling about this. So when I actually got to the track, as a phrase you American guys will understand, it's got the cookies and the cream. And I'm so happy. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Yes, appreciate
you. Woody.
And it seemed like y'all got a super group right now, man. Like, to be totally honest, like, I'm a big fan from back in the day.
What?
And I remember my guy Dezo, and I was like, how they gonna do it without Dezo? But it's like, rest in peace, rest in honor to the brother, man. Some of the craziest vocals I ever heard was a demo that we had with some of him singing on it. But it's like the group that y'all got right now, man, it's like y'all got some serious writers, y'all got a producer in the team, y'all got like a self-contained, like really a super group, man.
Right.
Much respect to y'all, brothers, for keeping the torch going and for bringing it to us like this, man. This is top-notch R&B. It's what we've been missing. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but Sheldon.
That's my favorite joint so far on the whole album. That's my favorite joint. This is like, I hear it, and of course, it's like a mixture of the past and the present. It's all the retro. You're hearing all the certain lines. I'm hearing the groove, man. I'm just hearing everything. And then I'm hearing that whistle stop in the background that I heard back when Teddy was doing the New Jack Swing remix. And it's just, man, that's my favorite joint. And then when I visualize that, like in Chicago, they got a lot of stepping DJs. And that particular record, it's right in the vibe with what they do with the mid-tempo fly record, man. That's my favorite. That's my favorite on the whole joint so far.
Appreciate it. That song, man, back in the day is what it is. You hear the bass line once again. You hear the bass line moving, like the She's Mine and Number of the Parties and all that stuff. That's a New Jack Swing bass sound. It's called the Lately bass on the TX-81Z. You can't sample it all. You have to play the sound. It is what it is. We still have the module. Kelvin has a module at his crib, so we MIDI'd up.
Classic sound it is.
Yeah, yes, classic sound. So with that being said, we kind of went there with it to give you. We always pay homage to Dezo. You brought up Dezo. We could never replace Dezo. That's why we didn't get one. Basically, at the time was one lead singer and myself, Kelvin, and Mucho doing background, doing all the music. We did everything, but Dezo was the lead singer. We could not replace him, so we actually got two lead singers. We actually went, when Dezo passed, rested. So we went to the funeral, spoke to his mom and his brother. They gave Aunt and Sean the blessings, like, hey, just keep it going. So that's why we're still doing the basic black thing. The other thing about it, the female that you hear rapping on her name is Clever Thoughts. That is Dezo's niece.
Wow.
That's her. So we're gonna keep we keep
spirit,
every time we
yeah.
do a show, we wear t-shirts that we have Dezo picture and all this stuff on the back on our shirts and everything. But on this album, we reached out, we knew Dezo needs rap, we kept in, we keep in touch. And she, she blessed us and we sent the track to her. She was like, that's why you hear her say Uncle Dezo and Basic Black at the end of the song.
Yeah.
So that's her niece. You know what I mean? So I mean that's his niece. So his legacy is still living.
Sprague says we need that Basic Black Today tour. Yeah, that would definitely be good. But as I said, for me, that was definitely definitely loved that. And Stevie is, there's a lot of us who are just pure New Jack Swing fans, and so not, there's R&B and there's the New Jack, and so it's good to have you guys being able to at least bring some of that, and hopefully, I know there's plans for more, but let's celebrate this album first. So.
For the night, like,
go ahead.
So just real quick, we're just, back in the day, I'm a 90s baby, and I was pretty much honestly taking Big Bro's lead, Sean's lead on this one. I had plenty of references that I can, put in Usher and all that, because that was my era. Like, that's who I grew up, listening to. But when he, was bringing all the other ones, I was like, okay, I'm gonna follow your lead on it. But I knew about the Crown Vics and all of the, like the drop tops and all of that. So I wanted to put that, implement that. So I definitely just took that approach, just following Sean's lead on it. What's up?
Real quick about the also with the Usher. Ooh, this is what you do. That's an old to Usher. We got some Usher things in there as well.
And then this song, man, we wanted to go back to the 90s. So, the high top fade with the Timberlands, a roundaway girl with the earrings, trying to go and kick it with the homies. You know what I'm saying? So, the jingling baby, the LL Cool J, because, I thought I was LL. I was dark-skinned LL back in the day. I had a Kango with the chain, licking my lips. You could tell me I went there. He was one of my big influences, and Guy was one of my big influences. Basic Black was one of my big influences. So, it was like, I was a kid again. I went back to, my teenage days, man, and that's how I pulled this one off. So, shout out to the whole New Jack Swing, man. Guys, shout out to Jodeci, shout out to Today, Big Bub, man. Johnny Kemp just got paid Friday night. It was Keith Sweat. We just paying homage, man. Staying true to it. And that's how.
And one thing I want to just drop this in there real quick is that a lot of those records from that era, sometimes they had the tendency in the mix to have like the background vocals a little bit like lower in the mix. You would have the lead vocals that would be more up front. But I noticed that with your record is that you got the lead and the background vocals high in the mix, which is really, really dope.
Okay, we're gonna go to track 9.
One more thing. I gotta give a shout out to Andrew Robinson. People probably really don't know, myself and Kelvin, we were signed to Jermaine Durpree as staff producers at one point, made a lot of connection and friends. So all the mixing and mastering you're hearing is from a guy named Andrew Robinson. He's actually the assistant engineer for Jermaine Durpree. So he mixed, our whole project and everything. So I just want to give a shout out to Andrew.
It's a good job. Dope.
Okay, this is track 9 right now.
She's so fine, yeah. Who that? She that? Right there. Got my attention. Hell yeah. Where her man at? I don't care. Shake that. Oh, baby, don't break that. Yeah. Shake what mama gave you. All my money on this table. Oh, you looking so good with your cute self. Got you dreaming
take out the dress. You know I'm with it, bring your friends if you must. Shake that, oh baby, don't break that, yeah. Shake what mama gave you, all my money on this table. Oh, so good with your cute self. Got your drink in the air, got your drink in the air. Your girl taking you on, trying to get you on right now. Right now. Girls, baby, right now. My car's right outside. My car's right outside. So can we leave?
Okay. Stevie, what's thoughts?
My reaction to that is if I was making a playlist to go cruising in the car in the evening, that'd be on it. You know, I'd be rolling along in the car. It bounces along nicely. It's got a vibe about it. It's not a great song by any means, but the vibe is there. You know, that's what I will say about that.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like the bass and the drums in that, and it's almost a lost art today. Woody,
Man, y'all definitely what y'all said earlier, that y'all storytellers, because I felt like I was in the club watching her show off and watching the girls hype her up, and everything y'all said, I felt like I was right there watching it. Very visual song. I could see y'all doing a video for that.
Yeah, Sheldon.
You know, I'm hearing the strain throughout the records. Y'all making sure y'all keeping it in Atlanta. No matter what y'all do, you got the Atlanta energy up in there. And then I like how when the record stopped, and then the beat came back in, because you don't hear that like with a lot of records. It's just like, okay, it's just over. So yeah, very dope. Very dope.
To give y'all some insight on our live show, because we're doing our live show and everything. Ant is from the DMV. So when you hear the beats, like it has a go-go feel to it. So I think we're going to be the only New Jack R&B group that's going to be doing live go-go on their live show. So y'all get ready for that. Nobody's done that. What R&B group has done go-go on their live show? I'm giving y'all the look. Namdi, we love you, so we giving you some insight. We're doing go-go on our live show. So trust and believe, when we go to Baltimore, Woody Rock.
Yes, sir.
My wife's from Baltimore. Angela Ashby Turner. Look, she's from Baltimore, my wife. So we doing the whole go-go vibe on that track on our live show. So that's why you got that. That's why the drums came in at the end by itself, because we got a whole different part that comes in with, and it's like talking to the crowd. Hold up, wait up, and we let the beat just ride. That's why we let the beat ride in the song, because with go-go the beat just flows, it just goes. So this whole project has a story to the whole thing. And once we get to the last song, I want to tell y'all about the titles all the way down. So
okay. So we're going to track 10, which is Together Forever. And I'll give you a sneak preview that this is one of my favorites.
Time, feeling the mood, God's honest truth, your hand in mine. And I don't ever wanna leave ya. An angel in disguise, I wanna please ya. Special, kind of fool. Let's make love, do what it do. From the start, baby, I saw the signs.
realize I'm going crazy. And all your love I wanna handle. I'll never let you down, this ain't a gamble. Now here we are, you and me, excited pleasures under the sheets. Ain't never taking you for granted. You're all I need. When I say I'm forever in love with you, said I'm forever in love with you. Oh yeah, forever. When I say I'm forever in love with you, us together forever. Together forever. When I say, hear me when I say, feel me when I say, I'm forever. Us together. No. When I say, baby, I'm caught up in love with you. I'm forever in love with you. Us together forever. Together forever. Us together forever. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man.
Woody, what are your thoughts?
And just smooth and melodic. Just a beautiful song for real. But with a beat, you know, like the beat just takes it to a whole nother dimension. But just those harmonies that you guys were doing and how smooth they were, and the vocals, the words that y'all was saying to the ladies, man. And I love that special kind of food reference. I caught that. Yes, indeed. Shout out to y'all, man. Much respect.
Stevie.
Yeah, it's melodic, it's soulful. The vocals on the verses they're outstanding, absolutely outstanding. It's the track on the album that will appeal to, say, the soul. How can I use this term? Purists who buy, go out and buy soul albums, buy classic soul singers or groups. I think they'll definitely go for this track. Well done, guys, brilliant.
Well done, Sheldon.
They both covered it. They covered it all, but the thing that stood out for me especially is it's a straightforward ballad. You know, you hit the romantic vibe, but you don't necessarily hear in a lot of balladry now. Obviously, a lot of balladry out there now is dope, but what's missing is you don't hear that romance. You know, of course, the sensual vibe is always there, which is really dope. I like how y'all do a curve and y'all put that out there, and it's something that music needs right now. I love the harmonies. The record is like flawless from beginning to end. So great job.
Yeah. What do you guys want to say about the?
So listen, this is definitely. I want to speak, but I feel like KB. Y'all see KB just. He's on the edge of his seat right now. He's so emotional every time y'all say a word. I just see him just. Like I feel like I should pass the mic to him first, and then I chime in second.
Wow. This is my record. This record to me was like it's so personal to me. Like this record is what the world needs right now. It's basically based on just how a man should feel about a woman, how he should love his woman, how he should just take care of her every moment, how he should not forget about her, how he should be thinking about her, how she should be reminded how special she's a nourisher, she's a take care of her, she's a cooker, she's a cleaner, she's a worker, she's next to you, she's taking care of you, she's making you. as a man, no matter what you do in this world, we don't exist without them. This song to me, I knew it had to be done. You know, it kind of put, I got this from a Michael Jackson thing. I'll be honest with you, because Michael Jackson's always in some ways he's one of the greatest. And it was one of those things where I think we needed to gave him some kind of tribute. And that flavor was in there, but then I thought the world needed something where women need to be just spoken for how great they are, you know. I mean, to the point that, you know, this song is so deep to me. It's like it's somebody you want to stay next to the point that you want to be buried next to them. I mean, like you want to, if you die, put my grave next to her. That's what this song was for me, you know. And it's personal. It is because it reminds me of somebody. But the whole theory was just, you know, a man needs to take care of his woman and love her forever and always want to be together. We need that in the world right now, you know. And I mean, this is what it's about. This is what it's about.
If you took that record, you took Lady in My Life, the Michael Jackson joint, and then you took the 90s joint, Love You for Life. Remember that Love You for Life, right? Yeah. The ballad, and you took them and you shook them up in a bottle like this. You open it up, that's what the record is.
Wow, that's dope. And it's so funny. It's interesting because when I was writing this song, like I remember the exact time, I remember the exact day and where I was when I was writing this. I was, you know, at the time at the 9 to 5, I was in property management and I was at my office. I thought to myself, like, I got to get out of here. I'm not, like, this is not my destined place. And so just, you know, here it's something about when Spec's in these tracks, I don't know what it is, but I immediately, like KB said, heard Michael Jackson. That's why, you know, the Angel in Disguise and all of that. But I just knew that we had to create an experience. It was something intimate. You know, we got a lot of sexual songs. We got a lot of, you know, the New Jack, but I knew that this was for the lovers. This had to be for the lovers. This could be played as the first dance at somebody's wedding. So, like, you know, I just felt like, yo, this is definitely, you know, the vibe. And just, you know, I've had in my family, I've had, you know, examples of endurance. My grandparents, my parents, they've been married for years. I've never seen them give up on each other. So, you know, even with the testing, the trials and all of that, like, I knew, like, yo, together forever, like, nah, it's a thing. That's something that we have to normalize. We got to go back to normalizing that because, I mean, granted, respectfully, everybody got their own experiences why they divorce and separate, but I'm all for marriage. I'm all for staying together, working it out, talking it through. So together forever definitely was a reminder of your vows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well Spec. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, as I said, my favorite song ever is Lady in My Life. So anything that comes close to that or reminds me of that, that's probably why I just endured to it as soon as I heard it. We're going to track 11, You Don't Know, another good one that I love.
Imagine never singing another song about love. Performing on the stage with nobody watching. Ooh, ooh. The only spotlight that fills the room is so blue. So blue. And every dream and promise we ever made don't come true. Never knew of a love so strong. Well, all the rules to this game we broke on. Yeah, yeah. Fighting fear knows places left unspoken. As long as I got you, I'm cool. down on my knees. You don't know what you do to me, lady. Girl, can't you see? You don't know what you do to me, lady. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You don't know what you do to me, lady. You don't know what you do to me, lady. And every second moment I will with you, I'm not wasted. Ooh, you give me reason to believe what I see in you. Baby, 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 if you're not here with me, I don't know the point in choosing. When each and every day will feel like I'm out here losing. Never knew of a love so strong. All the rules to this game we broke 'em. Fighting fear in those places unspoken. As long as I got you, baby, I am cool. You don't know what you do to me, lady. Girl, you're the best thing in my life. You don't know what you do to me, lady. These feelings got me tripping, girl, I can't describe. Yeah. You don't know what you do to me, lady. Every time I kiss you, I fall in love. You don't know what you do to me. Girl, I want you, need you, gotta have you. You don't know what you do to me, baby. You don't know what you do. Baby, 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 baby. You don't know what you do to me, baby. You don't know what you do to me. You don't know what you do to me, baby. You don't know what you do to me. You don't know what you do to me, baby. You don't know what you do. Oh, yeah.
So this was my special type of kind of full up.
It got two taton too. I see. This is my special tattoo. Hey, hold on. Let me wait. This is my special tattoo. Okay, I got you now. Go ahead.
Yeah, Stevie, what are you?
I think we're at that part of the album where it's for the real soul lovers. This is a real treat for them. It's got that sweet southern soul kind of vibe to it. You know, it's another really, really good song. Really good, really strong.
Yeah. Woody.
Man, that sounds like some quartet gospel, man. The guitars that y'all had on there, and then the way how y'all boys was singing and squalling. I thought I was listening to the gospel song for a minute, man. Definitely went straight to the heart, though. Definitely soulful and heartfelt, just like Bro Steve just said. I loved it.
That's what's I appreciate it. All right, so before we get to the song, I want go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, still had Sheldon.
I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
I'm sorry, bro.
That's okay. That's all right. It's good. It's good. Very dope record. I love the acoustic feel, the acoustic vibe, and I could see you all performing this record. Like you doing the record, all the other songs, and then it just changes the whole energy to where it goes into this like this acoustic vibe. Then you hit it with the curve where the music drops in, and you pull it out. It goes back to the acoustic, and then the end. I like how a man starts riffing like Lenny Williams, you know. With the hit up, so, oh my God, so, you know, it's ear candy, man. But I love it. It kind of reminds me of how your album sequence from the first album back in '90 was set up. You had all the up tempo, mid tempos, and then it was like you snuck the ballads in almost on the back end, and they really anchored the album. So it kind of reminded me of that. But yeah, that acoustic vibe was really, really dope. Great vocals.
Appreciate it. With this song, man, we want to be able to perform everything, you know, with a band. So that's why you hear acoustic guitars, bass lines, keyboards, piano, Rhodes, vocals. That's why you hear it, so we're going to do everything live. One thing before Ant and Sean touch on the song, I want to start from the beginning of the whole album, Autograph.
You still have one more track though.
I know, but before we get to that one track, because Woody said something about the last track. Woody said something earlier, so I want to say something before Woody says something about this one track.
Okay.
So the album Autograph is we're putting our autograph on this album, meaning our signature on this album, from production to writing to everything. So when the album starts, Autograph, it comes to sip. So you're drinking, you're doing this and that. Oh, you see this girl? She's sexy as hell. She's so sexy. Oh my gosh. Look, this girl in them jeans. Oh my gosh, she in them jeans. She's fine as hell, blah, 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 this and that. So now y'all talking this and that. You realize this girl is my sunshine. Oh my gosh. She's my sunshine. She's everything to me. Next thing you know, you go to the sexual part of it. Touch my body. She's saying, hell, now we need to go to the next level. Touch my body. Now, that's what she said. Now, Ant and Sean is like, and the fellas, oh shit, I'm drowning in your love. Because you asked me to touch your body. Now I'm drowning. I'm in it. You know what I mean? So now it's like back in the day, it's like when we first met. Back in the day, when I first met you, back in the day. But the next song is called Right Now. It's like, but I realize right now that we're trying to move to a whole nother level, and you don't know what you do to me, baby. You just don't know how I feel about you, how I love you. So this last song is called Don't Let Go, meaning, baby, don't let go. So I wanted to say that because because Woody Rock is he on some other thing. You know what
I mean? I want to say this. Vote together forever. Vocally, me and Ann is church based. We grew up in the church, so that's why you hear a lot of those church chords. And vocally, we can express it. This song, You Don't Know What You Do to Me is I was writing something, and then Ant called me. When Ant called you and say, "Hey, I got it," I knew it was gonna be special. I said, "Let me fall back and let Ant do his thing." So man, it came out, pretty good. Vocally, me arranged, written, of course, KB wouldn't let us rest until it was done. Spec, Spec man did his thing, man. Production wise, it's amazing to me. I honestly at the time I was like, we ain't gonna have no beat in it. We ain't gonna have no snare. We ain't gonna have no kick. I'm like, he was like, nah, man, just we want to express the vocally. We want you guys to shine vocally. So we had to use our vocals as an instrument versus, rather him putting all the instruments in there. And that's exactly how that came about, man. So, hats off to Ant. He wrote an amazing song. And, I was glad to, collaborate with him on that.
Nah, Sean, I appreciate that. But Sean, he does his thing now. The thing about this is why we work so well together. Like, Sean, he got the mids and the up tempos. Like, I follow his flow. I follow his lead. When it comes to the balance, I just feel like we just follow each other. But like on this one, everybody, they always clown because the words is, you don't know what you do to me, lady. But they always say, you don't know what you do to me, baby. But however you want to, phrase it, it is what it is. It's lady, you don't know what you do to me, lady. But, even with all of that being said, like, I just wanted to take a different approach. I wanted us to take a different approach, Together Forever. That was just another, that was another aspect. But then the you don't know, it just created I just wanted to create another like story. Like, imagine just performing on the stage, nobody watching you like that. I just wanted to it's just pretty much to say that's the desperation of love that I have for you as my woman. You don't know what you do. Like, if you were never in my life, if you walked away today, I wouldn't be able to make it. So it was just all about the desperation behind that song.
That's good. Okay. Well, we've come to the final track, and they managed to get the legendary Shirley Murdoch to feature on this. It's called Don't Let Go.
Come on, pick up.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Hey, mama. You have a minute?
All always. What's wrong?
Oh, no, I'm not in trouble. I'm just sitting here with the guys. You know, everybody, they're good, but life has been taking a toll on all of us. As for me, I don't even know where to begin. Never been the one to pretend. What I need is faith that defends me. Feeling all alone. These trying times got my mind all out of control.
As for me, I know what you're going through. You know the right thing to do, and I'll be here for you. Baby, see, struggle don't last always. Hold on tight with all your might. You'll see brighter days. Don't let go.
We've been laying doors for the night.
Don't let go.
But joy comes in the morning.
Just hold on.
But hold on.
And be strong.
And be strong.
Don't you let go.
And don't let go.
Baby, don't let go.
We've been laying doors for the night, yeah.
Don't you let
But
go.
joy comes in the morning.
Hold on.
Hold on.
And be strong. Don't you let go.
And don't let go.
Baby, talk to me.
Sometimes I don't wanna be bothered.
I understand.
And I recently lost my father.
Help him, Lord.
And it hurts so bad. Sometimes I feel so sad. Can you help me out? Yeah.
Well, baby, you know you can always come and talk to me. God knows, and He sees what you need. He knows your every pain, even when your tears flow. Don't you dare let go.
Laying doors for the night, yeah.
Don't you let
Joy comes in the morning.
hold on.
Hold on.
And be strong.
And be strong.
And don't you let go.
And don't let go.
Don't let go.
He knows all your tears and your sorrows.
Don't
It's
let
the
go.
same God today and tomorrow.
Just hold
So
on.
hold on.
And be strong.
Be strong.
And don't you let go.
And don't let go. When the times get hard, I'ma hold on to His unchanging hand. Hey, yeah.
Ooh, what the devil meant for evil, God will turn it around for my good. Please.
Walk with me, talk with me on this serious journey. Yeah.
Save my soul. Make me whole.
Make me whole.
Whatever you need, but please.
Don't let go.
Listen, it doesn't end here. You're more than conquerors.
He made you a promise.
You are able.
Yes, sir.
Everything is possible.
Don't let
You
go.
just gotta believe. Don't give up. Don't let go. Don't let go.
Don't let
Don't
go.
let go.
Don't let go.
Hey, okay, final track. Stevie.
Talk about saving the best for last.
Wow.
This for me is the standout track. It's the track that will stand the test of time on the album. Truly outstanding. I mean, I feel blessed. If you'd only played one track from this album and this had been it this evening, I'd have been very happy. Just, this gets me there, hits me there, this one. My favorite track. Amazing, guys. Thank you so much.
Wow, well done, Stevie. Woody.
See? That's exactly what I was talking about. Y'all gonna have a man with gray hair in his face getting up and running at the end of the track because that song come on, man. That dog was, but for Namdi New, that's probably why you invited me back this week to check this out, man. You know how I feel about Miss Shirley Murdoch.
Yeah,
y'all with her, like the combination of all y'all together, just felt like a revival. Listen to the revival on track, man. Y'all did your thing on that.
Yeah, because last week we did Woody, Sheldon, and I did our top 10 favorite females, and Woody brought Shirley as in his top 10. So the fact that you featured her on there, that's saying big things. Sheldon.
That song is the album's centerpiece. That's the centerpiece of the album. That's the centerpiece. I'm gonna tell you. you couldn't pick the better person than Shirley Murdoch to sing on that record, because it's like you tapped into her vibe, not just the spiritual vibe, but her way of delivering those comforting, that she has that comfort, she has the drama, she brings the drama to the record, excellent vocals. Whoever wrote that song, it was perfect. Excellent vocals, excellent lyrics. The vocal arrangement was dope. The vocal arrangement was just superior. So, like I said, that's the album centerpiece. And again, when I think about that record, and I'm thinking about Woody at the same time, is the last time I heard, you know, somebody's like mom or that type of concept of a record, going back to the Blackstreet joint, and at the end where all their mothers were talking before the record, and it went into The Lord Is Real. So when I think about that concept, it's just through and through, outstanding record. That's the centerpiece. That's one of those joints where you got the TV on and that music choice channel is on, and then there's songs that are playing, and all of a sudden that song comes out and you stop what you're doing. You're like, who's that? Who's singing that? What song is that? That's the centerpiece, man. That's the centerpiece. And of course, it's the very last track. So you can see, you know, keeping with that basic black sequencing concept. Hey man, it's dope. Dope.
I mean, what I'd like would say is that you know, it's kind of rare to get an album like this in 2023 without a label saying, here's, you know, $800,000, $1 million to go into studio and do the production. So the fact that you guys, you know, have put together 12 songs on your own, you know, the fact that you guys have written them, you know, both Sean and Anthony, and then, you know, you guys manage the production. It's almost as if, well, if you guys can do this, why is everyone else not doing this? You know, and when I spoke with Donnell Jones, he was saying, look, the problem we have is the fact that men aren't making love ballads anymore, and the industry is silencing it. So the women are still doing it. The women are still talking about relationships and emotions and stuff, but the guys are just not doing that. And so you guys have put an album together that just shares that you can do that, and you put in quality. It wasn't patched up. And, you know, it was an album, you know, hearing Sean and talk about giving support, love to each other. That's very rare within a group. Now, Woody's been in one of the, you know, a massive group, and he would probably tell you the same thing, that look, you normally get jealousies within the groups. You don't get everyone rooting for each other. So, you know, for me, you know, here with Sheldon and Stevie and Woody, to see you guys support each other like that, that's a big thing. So yeah, so I mean, as I said, it's a massive congratulations. You know, I was nervous when you sent the stuff. I wasn't sure what to expect, and I didn't want to start saying, oh, everything was good. I wanted to be honest, but and since, you know, I've got 3 really good friends here who are able to share the perspective. So, you know, I'm really impressed by what you guys have done, and I can see that it's done from a place of genuine love for making music, and not trying to chase views or sales, but just like a genuine desire to make good music. And the guys who've been here are really they've been on the live chat, have been just really have just been supportive of all the tracks. You know, and they're really impressed by what you've done.
Thank you so much. Real quick, we just appreciate, you know, everybody just being on here and everything. We actually have Shirley online right now that really wants to speak. So we're going to give the mic to Shirley via Anthony Durpree. She's on the phone right now. So hey, Shirley Murdoch, here we go.
All right, Mom, can you hear?
I can hear you. Yes, I can.
Okay. So I like I said, you're on live. We're doing a you know, interview right now with Namdi and Halftime Chat, and everybody's on the panel there. They're loving it. So do you have anything that you want to say really quick to the panel and to, you know, everybody that's watching, the viewers?
Well, I just want to say hello to everybody, first of all. And, you know, he's like a nephew to me. We've worked together. And when I got a chance to hear his group, I was so very impressed with them. And I was invited to be a part of it. And I was honored to sing with them. And I just want to thank everybody for, you know, their support. And thank you for listening. And we just hope that you really love it. And look forward to some really great things in the future.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Mom. I'll call you later.
What a treat! What a treat!
All right. But yeah, like, you know, shout out to we actually met. I was doing a stage play, and she was my grandmother in the show. And from there, she, you know, one thing about acting is I feel like acting and, you know, singing, they come hand in hand. So we just kept that relationship going, especially in this industry. It's very important to me that you know, that I connect with, you know, people, genuine relationships and connections, because that's what creates the longevity of, you know, the career. But, you know, outside of that, just the don't let go. We all need some inspiration. You feel me? We all need some inspiration. We all going through some stuff. Is plenty of things that we can relate to. Sean in his verse was talking about how he lost his father, you know, and which he did. He did. Yeah, he was talking about how he lost his father. That was his testimony. And then with me, you know, as you go along this journey, especially when you know, are on an incline and things are elevated in your life, sometimes you can feel defeated because it's like, yo, I'm going up, but the people around me, like, where they at? Nobody is giving accolades. Not that you're looking for it, but it's like you expect a certain type of reaction, and it just was like, it caused me to somewhat lose faith. So like, what better person to, you know, have that, you know, that sound doctrine just to come behind our concerns, our fears, and, you know, just give us that balance and that inspiration. Like, yo, don't let go. Like, don't forget where you come from. So no, you go ahead, because he been interrupting. He's fully activated. Listen, Spec is activated right now, and I just want to say he's activated.
Hey, I'm so sorry. Hey, but look, I gotta send a shout out. Y'all know who Houdini is? Houdini? We got Drew from Houdini in the house. Come in, bruh. Come in, bruh. Come in, huh? We in halftime chat. We got Drew from Houdini right now. Wow. We appreciate Donkey. Look, we got Woody from Drew Hill. He's in the house right there at the bottom. Like, if you look to the right, we got my boys on the right hand side right there. You can see it. But we got Drew from Houdini, y'all. Appreciate you, man, coming through, man. But, bro, hey, show them the studio right there. Yeah, appreciate you, y'all. Yeah, we got people just falling through. I'm sorry we had to break up what we're doing, but we had to shout out him. Legend.
Yeah.
Legend. Drew. Legends is in the house, bro. You know what I mean? With Woody, with everybody else on the panel as well. We got, you know what I'm saying? We got everybody.
Yo, Spec is fully activated tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, Grandmaster D. Yeah, he might not remember. Yeah, because I got to interview him, and you know, it was great. Yeah, I didn't realize he was in the South. Go ahead, Sean.
On this particular song, Spec had one beat, and Spec thought we wasn't feeling it, but we didn't get a chance to get around to writing on it. So he sent a second beat, which was this one, and it just touched me, man. At the same time, like they already said, I lost my pops. That's why you hear that in the song. My not my biological father, but my stepdad who raised me, the guy that I known to be my dad, taught me patience, taught me love, taught me respect for a woman, taught me, you know, just everything that I need to know to be a man and how to carry myself. And we as Black men, honestly, don't get that father figure in the household. And for me to be able to have that was very special, to near and dear to me. So that's why I had to shout him out in the song and you know, put that in it. And his birthday was 2 days ago. Oh. You know, he'd have been 82. Samaj Floyd, my pops, man, I love you, man. Rest in peace. And honestly, me and Namdi was talking about, you know, when he lost his pops, and we all relate. You know what I'm saying? It was deep, man. So the song to me was, honestly, Spec was like, so man, what we gonna do with it? I was like, I don't know. So I started working on it, and then I said, there was a song with Kurt Franklin and TD Jakes, and they was going back and forth talking to each other. So in that particular song, I wanted to use that same concept, but I was like, who can we use? And with me and Ant, I was like, I told Spec, I said, how about putting Shirley Murdoch on the song? And he was like, I don't know, there's Ant mama. So I said, well, let's call Ant and see if Ant can have her to do it. And you call her, and she was like, well, talk to my manager Darryl from Zap, is her husband. So he wound up okay in the song, and she did it, man, and it came out amazing. So that's how that came about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get the guys to. Okay, KB, do you want to say anything? Or?
No, I'm just saying, give it up to God. I mean,
he's stirred up.
Give it up to God. I mean, this wouldn't even happen without him.
Yeah.
And this room is all about God. Y'all are about God. We here for a moment, and it's all about His inspiration. We glad that y'all gave us a chance. We glad to have the ability to do music, to have the mental state to even have the conscience to do music. We glad that we got fans online that even love us, or friends and family, whatever the case may be. I mean, this moment means everything in the world to us. It's been a journey. It really has. And we plan on keeping it going. But I mean, I know the times get rough, and I know the times get hard. People have been lost to COVID and everything else. But I mean, we hope that we can keep on spreading some kind of love through music, and hopefully the language will keep on traveling.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, one of my missions has really been to promote wellness and mental health among the Black community, among everyone, but especially for us in the Black community, because we keep everything inside. And to have you guys be very vulnerable in what you're writing, be very open with your writing, not trying to, being very real, sharing emotions across, it is very refreshing. And I'll go back, not chasing the fame, like let's just do trap music and just copy what else is out there. So to me, that is really a blessing. But I'm just going to go around and ask, my friends here, both Stevie, Woody, and Sheldon, just to give their synopsis of what they thought about the album. Stevie, we'll start with you.
Like I say, from the very start, I feel it's a good mix. You've got up tempos, you've got mid tempos, you got the ballads, the R&B, slow jam, sex type ballads. You got everything's there. The gospel, the stuff for the soul heads. It's an all round solid album. We don't get that these days. So again, like you say, I'm just blessed to have heard it and be here with you guys and just hear this today. Thank you so much. Good luck with the album.
Yeah, Woody.
I just want to thank you again for having me on, Brother Namdi, and let me have the chance to experience this, because like I was saying earlier, and like Brother Stevie just said, man, we don't get this a lot, especially now. Like the last time I heard a solid album like this all the way around was probably around like 96 or somewhere in that period. So to hear something like this in 2023, it's like a Bigfoot or what's the other man, Sasquatch or somebody like that everybody say it exists, but you never see it. Mm-hmm. So to actually be here with y'all firsthand and to get to experience this with y'all, just thanks for having me, and thank y'all for this great body of music, for real, from the heart.
Definitely. Sheldon.
It's very surreal for me to listen to a group when I was 22 years old, and now being 54, for to come full circle and to interact, with that same group. And I got to commend you guys, because it's one thing to make music and have a label backing, stuff like that, but to make it, I don't know what. Okay,
I think
to make record, with label king, without all hype and the big. The passion.
Oh, Sheldon, I think you're dropping in and out. Okay.
You hear me?
No, it looks like you're dropping in and out.
Can you hear? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear my voice?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So just like I said, it's to make a record and major backing for all the videos, the budgets, the whole pageant, the whole rollout. But it's another thing during the time when the industry has downsized. So it speaks to commitment, it speaks to your professionalism, it speaks to dedication. Great album. And of course, all of us are old enough to really go out and go buy an album and listen to it from front to back. So we can kind of absorb the package. But one thing about this album is that each song has a unique identity to where it stands on its own, so it can fit into a single bass streaming form. So you can digest it collectively as a whole, but you also can digest the record track by track. So it speaks to, different eras, different generations of listeners, and how they actually consume music. So I want to just really thank you for your hard work and your dedication to the craft. And I wish you all the success in the world with this record.
Thank you so much.
And everything else that comes in.
Yeah. So DJ Soul Child was asking, are there any physical copies? Because some of the DJs are going to be looking for some of the physical copies to be able to play, or is it all just mainly down digital?
It's digital right now, but we're getting the physical copies, the whole vinyl albums. They're coming real soon. So we just like put that out, and we're just waiting for everything to come back. So, but right now, if you want the digital, like right now, we can get that to you. The vinyl will be, I think, in like 3 weeks. I think they told us in like 3 or 4 weeks we'll have the vinyl. But right now we can get the digital out to you. So you want to do remixes, anything like that, hit us up at therealbasicblack.com. At The Real Basic Black on IG, Facebook, and all that stuff. We'll send you the stems if you want to do remixes and everything like that. We got shirts, we got the whole hoodies and all that stuff. But for us, the vinyls, we good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. Yeah.
Oh, one other thing too. You could download everything. Everything is out right now. The whole album is out right now on every digital platform: Amazon, Tidal, Spotify, Deezer, and the whole thing.
Yeah. So go ahead, Anthony.
And we are ready
sure.
to work. I want to say that we're ready to work. Like, we ready to do shows. Any promoters out there that's ready to book us to do shows, any artists out there that's ready to work, do features, man, we are ready to work. The creative process, our creative juices are flowing. We are ready to work. So hit us up.
Just to touch on that, just to add on to that, it's a thing. Here's the thing. You can only be an underdog but for so long before somebody acknowledges that you deserve to have the spotlight. So, we accept where we are right now, but I know that this is not the destined place. This is not this is our reality right now. However, I know that we got a future that's ahead. So Autograph, definitely, I believe that this is going to be the life-changing project that we, blood, sweat, and tears. Even for the viewers, I hope that lives are changed just by listening to it. I hope that somebody find love again, that gave up on love. I hope that somebody, who just gave up or just thought about just losing everything that they got, just find that inspiration, because Basic Black, we here. We've been here. We're not going nowhere. We're here to stay, and we're here to continue to make the impact.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, I know for Stevie and I, it is it's closer to 1 o'clock in the morning than it is for you guys.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Go ahead, Stevie.
I just want to say, listen, man, you deserve a lot of flowers for what you're doing. Your platform now has become like the go-to one-stop for the whole New Jack Swing community, that has artists, fans that have been forgotten or want to keep going or putting new music out. Your platform has become the main go-to now, and you deserve a lot of flowers. Your hard work's paying off, man. It's just great to see. And again, thank you so much, sir.
Oh, Stevie, man, appreciate it. And I think what I'm learning is to make sure I surround myself with a community of friends to help with moral support, like you guys, because if not, you can easily get burnt out. But But yes, I appreciate the fact that you, Stevie. I mean, it is about almost 1 o'clock in the morning that you stayed up with her. Always appreciate Sheldon and Woody really helping, because as I said, it makes a difference. You know, having you guys join in. There's and loads of the guys who have been tuning in and have been commenting. I've been able to see that as well. But most importantly for you guys, you know, KB, Spec, and Sean, you know, it's you know, it's not easy to put in. You know, I'm not a recording artist, and I'm sure Woody can attest to put out 12 songs. There's a journey in that, and as well as, but also making sure the quality is good. Because you know, and not doing it because you want to become multimillionaires off the music. I'm sure you would be, but you know, it's to me, I just see it as you put a labor of love to spread good music out there, but also be able to put on a big show. And I guess there's going to be many people that are going to be looking forward to seeing you guys in person. I loved your Christmas time video, and you know, just and I from then I realized you guys you put in quality and not just going to put in just rush anything. So I really appreciate you guys. So any final things, Woody, to say to the guys? Hopefully you do a remix with them, because you know, I want to be able to see, we want to hear your voice and you know, working with these guys. So
hey man, now that I heard that inspirational joint they did, man, anything is possible, man. And I'm a fan, like I said, been a fan since 90s when I gotta, since when I first heard that, I was like, man, them boys bad. And to see the progression and see where you guys are at right now is very inspirational, man. So just many blessings, keep doing y'all thing. And if it works out, we do something together, that's beautiful. And as it is right now,
we're gonna manifest that. We're gonna manifest that. It's gonna happen.
That's there.
Yeah, these are guys. And definitely Ant's going to be able to hook up to get us Shirley Murdoch on Halftime Chat, because that would be another. That would be a legendary thing to be able to bless celebrate her career on the channel. But you guys, as I said, we'll do this again when you guys maybe want to premiere a video or something like that. Just reach out and let us know. And know that, you know, you've got a family here, lots of R&B fans, as I said, who are going to be, you know, supporting you guys, and we'll do what we can to help you guys promote and spread your stuff.
So much. Thank you so much. We definitely appreciate it. On behalf of Basic Black and our families, we definitely would love to, you know, just extend, you know, just gratitude to even this opportunity. And you know, this is not the end, this is just the beginning. You know, I know it's already past tense, but we want to say Happy New Year. We expecting a lot of amazing things to take place in this new year. A lot of opportunities, not only for us, but for, you know, those who are watching us. And, you know, we want to hear some of the testimonies. What has this album done for you? Or what emotion did it tap into? You know, so, you know, give us the feedback. And yeah, we love y'all. We love y'all.
Let's make a collaboration happen.
This KB, we just appreciate everything. We hope to spread the love of music and continue to do the love of music. We're glad that you had the time to take out the time for us. We're more than appreciative. Our humility is right here. The love for the fans is here. Our families and friends and people we've lost. I mean, may the love continue.
Definitely.
Let's make that Woody Rock Basic Black collaboration happen. Shout out to Namdi Halftime Chat, man, for giving us a platform to be able to do what we do. You know, the guests on here, man. I mean, we love what we do, and it's been a journey, and it's only the beginning. And let's bring real music back to the forefront. And that's why I see it at home.
Appreciate everybody loving R&B. Basic Black is R&B music, and we just appreciate everybody loving what we're doing. Thank you.
Yeah, and just finally, guys, if there's super producer Dallas Austin had he was recently on Questlove Supreme, and he name dropped both Spec and KB and Basic Black as his, when he helping him get in, almost looking up to them, getting in the door. So, it's these guys have been, they've been part of the history of not just New Jack. We want to shout out to Mucho as well, because I know you guys were in the studio recently and stuff. And so to us, it's as fans, Stevie and I are properly just focused on that New Jack and stuff. So, it is great to see you guys, and I can't wait for bigger and better things to keep coming. Okay.
Yeah, super shout out to Dallas Austin, multi-Grammy producer, 6-time platinum producer, a milestone of music. I mean, this guy's like, we knew he was special from the first beginning when we first, were working in music. He's a cousin of mine, and Spec was a major influence on him on keys. I was an influence on him on drums. I mean, he took it to another level. And, we always been connected musically as a family. We actually signed to him at some point. And it was just it was a journey with him. And we always doing things. We're in communication right now, still doing, things about collaborations and stuff like that. So musically, we always been connected from Columbus, Georgia, which we call our C-Town. And also special shout out to Mucho, super producer, used to be in our group. Basically, he's still doing his thing, positive. We got other situations coming up with him. Shout out to J Hot, Sprag, different guys who made music a difference where we come from. These guys are been guys we just worked with, grew up with like family, and it will always be family. We'll always be musically connected. We appreciate everything y'all have done. Special shout out to God, y'all, us, and can we keep love for our fans and fans keep love for us. We love y'all.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you guys on tour. And as I said, I want to thank Stevie, Woody, and Sheldon for taking your time this evening, because I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you, and Sean, KB, and Spec for giving us this opportunity. And I want to thank the Halftime Chat community. You guys have always. The reason why I'm able to do this is because of the support and love that you guys give and stuff. So thank you guys. I've pinned in the information to get the album both on iTunes, Amazon Music, YouTube, Spotify. It's out there everywhere. If you just search on Google Basic Black Autograph, you'd see it. Hopefully we'll get some great videos as well. But thanks everyone. I appreciate it. And I've got water and over here, but yeah, we're going to do this again soon as well. All right. All right, guys.
Good night.
See you guys.
Peace.